Hi, welcome to Wareham Free Library's Children's and Young Adults Book Talk. This is school vacation week. I'm Marcia Hickey, the children's librarian, so I wanted to read a book that had an ecological theme to it. So I chose Louis Sachar's Fuzzy Mud. This is good for grades 4 through 6. There are two stories going on simultaneously at the same time. There is the ecological tale that turns into a mystery, a thriller. It's very exciting. You're deducing and finding it out, and so do the characters. They have to figure things out. And it's a story of friendship of 3 children who go to this private school in Western Pennsylvania. What happens is 30 miles away from the school, there is a lab with a brilliant scientist who has engineered nanotechnology, a little cell he calls bioline that will be cheap, efficient, non-polluting fuel. It will change the world. It's a secret lab. It's very high tech. Everybody wears hazmats. The thing can't escape. But somehow the bioline gets out and it gets into the woods near the school. You can see from the beginning of the book, this is the private school the children go to. It's surrounded by woods. And when they walk home one day, they always walk the long way by the road, and it's 2 miles from their house. The main character is Tamaya. She is in 5th grade, and she goes to school with her neighbor, 7th grader, Marshall. They both love school. They do well at school, but this year, a new kid comes in, another 7th grade boy, Chad, who has been kicked out of schools and is a bully. He's threatened to fight Marshall. So Marshall takes a shortcut through the woods that day. Unbeknownst to him, Chad has been spending time in the woods. So when Marshall doesn't show up at the fight point, he goes looking through the woods to find them. He sees them, he goes after them, and he starts attacking the boy, Marshall. Tamaya tries to save him. The only thing she can do is she sees this pool of this, she calls it fuzzy mud. It's mud with this weird fuzz on top, and it seems to be eating like the leaves. She grabs a handful of it, smacks it in his face, and the kids get back home. The next day, they go back to school. Chad is missing. She knows it's her fault because the mud has affected her arm and her hand, and she knows because she did it in Chad's face. So she goes to rescue him, and by the end of the day, 3 children are missing. Tamaya, Marshall, and Chad. The town sends up a big rescue thing. They find the kids that evening. They bring them to the hospital, but everybody involved with the rescue team has been affected by fuzzy mud. And in the book, you'll see what it causes. It causes a medical disaster. So the 2 stories interconnect at that point. So it's the mystery thriller with the scientific part, and it's a story of friendship, forgiveness, and redemption almost with the kids' part. It's a really, really good story. And I hope you try it. And he also wrote Holes, which was a Newbery winner about 10 years ago. And it's another good one to try to read when you're a little bit older. And it was made into a Disney movie, which I actually don't like the movies from books, but they did a really good job with this. So try Fuzzy Mud if you want to read something with ecology and friendship. It was great. Thank you for listening.